30 laps the distance. Here tonight, green flag is in the air. We're underway. And it will be Brody Roa showing the way off of turn number 2. But here comes Jake Swanson using momentum on the outside line. He's going to sneak past Roa for the top spot. As everybody right now trying to find their line, it will be Jake Swanson leading the field off a fourth ball by Roa. As the demon, Damian Gardner, drops his nose down the inside. Trying to hold a slide job on Brody Roa. Actually going to stick it down the bottom. Will stand off of turn number 2. He'll take over second. Going forward for lap number 2, it's going to be Jake Swanson leading by about 5 car lengths over Damian Gardner. Brody Roa, 1 car goes around. Yellow flag will fly. That is the 7 of Steven Sanchez. Driver out of Flagstaff, Arizona, bringing out the yellow flag. Green flag's back in the air. Brody Roa trying to make some magic happen down the bottom side of the racetrack, but still going to be Swanson with the lead as Rowan Gardner might have made some contact down the back straightaway going into turn number 3. Rowan's going to take for that second spot. He's going to bring another one with him. That was Austin Williams with a slide job trying to get past Gardner. He's going to get fast back about 3 cars as Sussex and Malcolm will go by him, and Gardner and Roa continue their battle for second. This time it's Gardner back in the second spot, Roa in third. As Swanson leads off at turn number 4 with Gardner in second, followed by Stevie Sussex now making the move on Brody Roa for third. Stevie Sussex, that orange number 12 machine on the inside. He's going to make it stick down the bottom. He'll try to drive away from the 42 of Roa. Right now the entire field ripping the lift. Look at back in the pack. Then you see the rookie driver of Eddie Tafoya down low trying to make some magic happen over Zach Madrid. As Jake Swanson comes off of turn number 4, he has about 10 car lengths before see the second place running Damian Gardner, another 5 back to Stevie Sussex. That's Brody Roa and Austin Williams rounding out your top 5. RJ Johnson right now being scored at 6. He's the first car down the inside. Tommy Malcolm at 7. With George and Charles Davis Jr. in 8. Jake Swanson puts Steven Sanchez 1 lap down. Steven Sanchez right now all over the place in his race car. He just does not have any grip in that number 7 machine. He's going to get shown the black flag. See him right now, right ahead of Damian Gardner in that Ford. He's actually holding up Damian Gardner there on the high line. Did not let Gardner get by. You see the black flag come out for the 7 of Steven Sanchez, but the yellow flag will come out. Back straightaway, it looks like the 15 of Chris Botto having issues on the backstretch leading into turn at number 3. So yellow flag flies once again. Green flag's back in the air. 24 laps to go. And Gardner going to go to the inside of Jake Swanson. He'll take over that top spot. Now he's going to try to drive away from the 34. Here comes Swanson right back down to the inside of the Demon. Trying to throw the slide job, can't quite do it. Gardner takes the lead. Sussex had a door open there over the 34. Didn't take advantage of it though. Now he's going to drop down the inside, trying to take the second spot away from Swanson. And right behind Stevie Sussex, you got his good buddy, the big game hunter, Austin Williams, following suit. That number 92 machine. So your top 4, it's Gardner, Swanson, Sussex, Williams, Roa rounds out your top 5. There's a couple of USAC Southwest drivers and RJ Johnson and Charles Davis Jr. The last 6 champions right now running 6th and 7th on the racetrack. Field right now getting strung out mostly on the top side. They're all ripping the fence here at Arizona Speedway. Mike Martin, though, going to catfish around the bottom as Charles Davis Jr. comes underneath RJ Johnson on turn number 2. He's going to take that spot. RJ had to slam the door on Tommy Malcolm off of turn number 2. That was battle for the 6th spot. So move Charge and Charles Davis Jr. up to 6. Trying to get his luck turned around here tonight. Here comes RJ right back for that position. 3 cars duking it out. 4-6 right now with Tommy Malcolm. Come the 3rd car wedged into your picture as they go into turn number 3. Davis has the spot, but here comes RJ Johnson as the battle's heating up for the race lead. Jake Swanson into turn number 1 to the inside of Damian Gardner. Give the top spot to Jake Swanson as he drove away from Damian Gardner off of turn number 2. He's widened the gap to about 4 car lengths over Gardner. Stevie Sussex still in that 3rd spot with Austin Williams in 4th. Both those drivers put 4 in the fluff that last time off of turn number 2. As we work through 1 and 2, we see Jake Swanson throwing up the old rooster tail along with Gardner and Sussex. Sussex appears to have a tight car through turn number 2. Still hanging on that third spot, though, is Stevie Sussex, as Jake Swanson already catching up to the tail end of the field, getting ready to put Asa Kesterson one lap down. Looks like Asa is going to give the leaders the top side of the racetrack to play with, as Jake Swanson goes off at turn number 2. The battle is on now for second. Gardner has him. Here comes Stevie Sussex, that orange number 12 machine. As they come off at turn number 4, it's Gardner, Sussex, Williams, second, third, and fourth on the racetrack. Stevie Sussex starting to wear out the tail tank of Damian Gardner, though, as they come off at turn number 2 once again. Just about a half car length separates those two drivers. Sussex trying to find a good run off of turn number 2, can't quite get it. And right now they're catching up to the backside of the 55 machine of Matt Stewart. Stevie Sussex trying to throw the slide job on Gardner and Stewart as well. He's going to make it stick in the middle, though, and take over second spot. The hometown fans got to love that. Driver out of Tempe, Arizona, Stevie Sussex takes over the second spot from Damian Gardner. Right now, he's stuck behind the 55 of Matt Stewart, I believe just got the black flag. Matt Stewart gets black flag. Gardner gets by him on the high side as Charles Davis Jr. just got himself in between Gardner and Williams. He takes over fourth. One car spins around in turn at number 2. That's going to bring out the yellow flag. Green flag back in the air once again with 16 laps down, 14 to go. And Charles Davis Jr. trying to get around Austin Williams as Williams goes around the outside of Damian Gardner. That's a battle for third on the racetrack. They're side by side. Catching up to the tail tank of Stevie Sussex, who's in second as Jake Swanson drives away off of turn 4. The cars scatter once again as Austin Williams takes second away from Stevie Sussex. Sussex, though, going to try the crossover move down the back straightaway. He'll take it back for a brief moment, but it's going to be Williams up on the high side. Might have made a little contact with the wall, did the 92 of Austin Williams, though he stays on the loud pedal. Falls right behind the tire tracks of Stevie Sussex, and once again, going to try the slide job for second. Can't quite make it stick. They're side by side. Drag racing for second. Drag race for second, drag race for 4. Charles Davis Jr. and Damian Gardner duking out for that position with Gardner up top, Davis down low. Sussex and Williams start to creep up to the tail tank of the 34 AZ as Davis almost goes around, makes contact with Tommy Malcolm down the back straightaway. He's going to lose several spots as RJ Johnson moves all the way up to 4th from 7th. Stevie Sussex still trying to hold off the 92 of Austin Williams. They come off at turn number 2. It's going to be a 3-car battle now with RJ Johnson as Williams to the inside of Stevie Sussex. Yellow flag, though, will fly. Looks like your ASCS Santan Ford Desert Sprint Car Series winner, Dennis Guile, has come to a stop in turn number 2. So 10 laps to go. Green flag is in the air. Jake Swanson leads him into turn number 1, but Stevie Sussex going to try to do the slide job here. No, he can't quite do it as Swanson crowds him down the inside. But here comes RJ Johnson making a 3-wide battle. Now it's Johnson and Swanson side by side. Sussex going to go back down the inside, make it 3-wide again. Jake Swanson hangs on to it off of turn number 4, followed by Johnson, Sussex, and Williams. Now it's Swanson up and over at turn number 1. Red flag will fly. RJ Johnson will take the race lead. Green flag's in the air once again. And all the drivers going to stay on the bottom side, catfishing through turns 1 and 2, led by RJ Johnson with Stevie Sussex in second. Austin Williams is third. Tommy Malcolm goes to the top side in that 5th spot, and that's going to allow Charles Davis Jr. to look to his inside as everyone gets to the top side through turns 3 and 4. Once again, it's going to be RJ leading the train, diving back down to the inside through turns 1 and 2. RJ Johnson with the 2-car length advantage over Stevie Sussex, who pulls out away from Austin Williams by about 5 car lengths. Tommy Malcolm in that 5th spot, trying to get something to work on the top side of the racetrack. Still can't quite get anything as he still sits in that 5th spot behind Damian Gardner. As Stevie Sussex about to hit the berm going into turn number 1. That car bouncing through turns 1 and 2. Going to lose a lot of ground now to the 51 machine of RJ Johnson. Johnson continues to lead off of turn number 4. He'll have about 4 car lengths over Sussex. Another car length back to Austin Williams. That's about 5 back to Damian Gardner. Zach Madrid looks underneath Charles Davis Jr. That is the battle for the 6th spot. Give it to Zach Madrid into the 15M as Davis tries to take it back through turns 3 and 4. Can't quite do it. Now Stevie Sussex starting to catch up to the tail tank of RJ Johnson, but Johnson's so strong off turn number 2. This time, though, Sussex is going to not stay in line with Johnson. Actually, now we'll wash up the racetrack off of turn number 3. And you see the smoke come off the right rear of Austin Williams' car. Sits in that 3rd spot. So RJ pulling away from Stevie Sussex. Austin Williams still in 3rd, Damian Gardner in 4th. 5th is now Zach Madrid, who got around Tommy Malcolm that last lap. Heck of a run from Zach Madrid in the 15M. As Malcolm once again going to go up to the top side. Almost made contact with the wall. He's going to sneak around Zach Madrid off of turn number 2 down the back straightaway. So 2 laps to go. RJ Johnson, your race leader, as Austin Williams trying to put the move on Stevie Sussex for that 2nd spot. Sussex, though, able to hold him at bay and drive away off of turn number 2. White flag in the air this time for RJ Johnson. RJ Johnson has a lap car of Asa Kesselson in front of him. We'll see if that comes into play. One final time down the back straightaway through turns 3 and 4. RJ Johnson will win the 2019 Hall of Fame Classic, followed by Stevie Sussex, Austin Williams, Damian Gardner, Tommy Malcolm, and Zach Madrid. He'll climb out of the car, race fans. Your 2019 Hall of Fame Classic winner goes to the 5-time USAC Southwest Series champion and Arizona local, RJ Johnson. So RJ Johnson, the slowest thing he did here tonight was make it to Santan Ford Victory Lane. Main event winner here, man, the Hall of Fame Classic. Kind of got a gift there. Jake Swanson would love to see you two duke it out, man, but that didn't happen there in those final laps. Just had to hold it off. The bottom seemed to work for you guys in 1 and 2. And Stevie Sussex's first one to congratulate you. What did he tell you down there?
Oh, you know, Steve and I have been buddies for a long time. You know, we race hard, but, you know, at the end of the day, we're happy if either one of us wins because we know we can run each other hard and we don't have to crash each other to do it, you know. That's testament when you race against your friends that, you know, you can run hard, but you don't need to be dirty about it, you know.
Yeah, it's definitely been one of those crazy years, of course, for the USAC Southwest Series. Finally getting that 2nd win on the year, man. You know, 2nd in points here. Brody Rowe, you know, co-sanctioned race. Don't want to talk points, but, you know, we're getting down to the nitty-gritty here, man, and you're in striking distance now.
Yeah, you know, points take care of themselves once you get there. You know, Brody's done a hell of a job. You know, it's been tough to catch him. We've had a couple bad runs, and about the time he has a bad one, we capitalize a little bit. We turn around and have a bad one. That's just points racing, you know. We started the year out, we just wanted to race, so if we end up with it, we end up with it. But, you know, first, I got to thank all these guys over here working on this race car, man. They gave me an awesome race car. I saw the top getting pretty treacherous up there, so I kind of just started adjusting the shocks there to try to make sure I can make the bottom work. And, man, I didn't expect to get through there like that.
Yeah, speaking of all these people down here, very crowded Victory Lane, front straightaway with all those people. I know you got a lot of people you need to thank.
Yeah, first and foremost, I got to thank my dad and Michelle, you know, my wife, my kids, you know, Danny Sluter, the Fly family, just everybody. You know, Jeremy Sherman actually came out here tonight. I think it's his first trip here, so cool to put a Sherman car in Victory Lane, you know, Gestalt Productions, BG Chemicals, just everybody. You know, it's a team effort, and can't do it without any of them.
Definitely is a team effort here tonight. RJ Johnson wins your 2019 Hall of Fame Classic, race fans.